Hey, let me make sure I look okay on my phone. Hey, sis, how you doing? I'm sorry, I was just checking my phone to see if there was anybody here. I'm biased. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, I can see it up here. Okay. So I am here. Where am I headed? I'm actually going to work. I'm a commuter. I don't live where I'm based. Oh, wait, let me turn this volume down. Okay. I heard myself, the echo, and I don't want to hear myself. Anyway, I'm going to, that's just not even that funny, whatever you're laughing about. I'm going to work. So, like I was saying, I'm a commuter. I live in one city and I am based in a different city. So, I'm commuting to work right now. Because I have recently moved to a new city, I don't know. I'm still kind of like learning this airport. So, I am coming to the airport crazy early. When I was in Tucson, I was literally 10 minutes away from the airport, and that was with traffic. But here in this city, I'm a good 30 minutes away, and it's a city, and there's traffic, and it's kind of yucky outside. So, yeah, I'm here crazy early. Hey, Sister Gardner, how you doing? When I get to my city, I'm going to send you that email with my address, and let's do some seed stuff. I actually have some of my seeds from Tucson, but they're in a box somewhere, and I didn't find that box yet. But when I open that box, I'm going to send you some. I remember one of the seeds that I know one of the seeds I have is like a blue Hopi corn something something. That I definitely know I have. So I'm just here just because I'm waiting around. It is 4:13 my time. My flight was not even scheduled until 6 o'clock, and there's a bit of a delay. So that flight is now going out. I think it's at like 6:21, six something. Um, Here's a little tip, pro tip here. When you have a flight delay, and even if the weather is, pretty okay where you're located, backtrack and find out where's your plane. Like my plane is not here. My plane just left its particular city. I would be taking a nap. No, I'm going to nap on that plane because I'm not working it. But no, I was saying when you have a delay, find out where your airplane is, or ask the gate agent, is the crew even here? Like your crew or the plane may not even be at your location. So when you see a delay in your city and the weather is good, it may not have anything to do with your city. It may just be the location of the plane and the crew. That's so funny. So apparently the flight before my flight, that's also delayed. I took a look. There was weather in that other location where the plane is coming from. So it makes sense. Anyway, I just came on just to say hi and honestly to practice going live. So yeah, I've got uh, I've got 5 or 6 days of sitting reserve. I'm not actually flying. I talked about that before. I'm not flying this month. I just need to be in the city in the event that they need me. I looked at the amount of flight attendants that they have for tomorrow. I'll possibly fly tomorrow for like one out and back. The numbers look a little low to me. So I'd rather just be there early than late, and then they call me and just always be there. So because I'm going in early, they'll give me a hotel room. And oh my gosh, I'm a reflection of you, beloved. Thank you so much. Thanks for keeping mine. Yes, yes, yes. Um, no, I did put a little clown face on for the showtime right now. Little clown lips, little clown eyes. I have really big eyes. I love my eyes, so I don't mind clown face eyes on. Oh, makeup, cosmetics. I call it clown face. So if you ever hear me say clown face, is that one nice thing I will say. The last time I was in base, I went to get my eyebrows threaded. The girl banged it up. Like she banged it up like some of the girls like really thick eyebrows. I don't like that because I have a skinny face, so I don't want big caterpillar eyebrows. I want slender eyebrows to match my slender face. Clown face. Um, so she banged it up. She had these super duper big eyebrows, and I was like, "Ma'am, fix these." So instead of her threading them the second time, she came with a razor, and I'm like, by the time I realized that she was using a razor, it was too late to stop her. So I could see like the little itty bitty hairs at the top, and I'm like, oh dang, now I gotta do a bad Google review, which I did. And so it's what, like 3 or 4, maybe 5 days later, they're starting to look nice again. So I can just touch them up. But I will say my eyebrows are looking nice, and I really appreciate it now. But yeah, she banged it up. So anyway, it's starting to drizzle outside. It's a little cloudy, but like I said, where my airplane is, it's bad weather. So I don't mind the delay. I'm coming to realize a big difference with this city. Um, there's no employee parking for me, so it's like I'm stuck paying for parking. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I just took an Uber over here. And it was a very nice driver. His name is Eddie, and he's very handsome. So just had to put that out there. Um, so no, I've got to figure out some ways to deal with this commute over to the airport and where I'm going to put my car. Where I was paying initially, I was paying $45 for the quarter. That's every 3 months in Tucson for parking. So this year, win-win, nice handsome driver. Yes, ma'am. Yes. It would have been really a win-win if he were not married. But that brother was married. Anyway, so for the first time in Tucson, the price went up. So now it was $75 for the quarter, 3 months. Okay, whatever. Um, my airline is going to reimburse me a certain part of it. Well, here in this city, I'm in Houston. They don't have employee parking for commuters. That's number one. And number two, the discounted parking that I found a lot that had parking that offered a discount, it's $75 per month. No, that's a no. It's So, I'm just like, forget it. I'll leave my car at home. Somebody's calling me, but can't answer because I'm talking. So I'd rather just leave my car safely at home in the garage and just take an Uber and walk up and have a nice looking Uber driver, even when he's married. Uh, no, it really is high rate robbery, and I'm just like, I'm trying to figure things out. Like, if I could just find a driver, not the good looking guy, um, but just like a regular driver that will take me to the airport and back home, I would rather have that. I don't mind spending that kind of money. Um, but just parking my car and leaving it here for a week, this is not Tucson. I'm not doing that. Well, you know what? I didn't necessarily want to move, but I knew I had to move. Thank you. Thank you, though. Um, because of the location of Tucson, it's so close to the Mexican border. There were so many, I don't like to say the word migrants, so I'm going to say travelers. So please know what I'm saying when I'm saying travelers. There were so many travelers that were coming into the city, and Tucson didn't have enough money to take care of them. So honestly, as soon as they were coming into the city, Tucson was shipping them out on buses and trains and also airplanes. So your girl, me, I couldn't get to work. That was a big deal. And also, because they didn't have money in the city, they were running out of money, they were letting the travelers out on the street like there was no place for them to go. So one day, this was scary. One day, I wanted some popcorn, went to the store, came back home, there's a knock at my door. Now, I don't really, my neighbors, they have special knocks. Like if my neighbor is stopping by, I know it's my neighbor stopping by, or they'll text me. Anyway, long story short, it was one of the travelers at my door. So I feed homeless people and I feed people that are hungry. However, not at my front door because now number one, where I live, and number two, um, you'll see I have food. So I didn't feel safe. Another reason, my rent was almost double the amount that I was paying when I had first started living there 6 years ago, and there were no upgrades, and I'm like, I'm wasting money here. This doesn't make any sense. So when I don't think any of those work, so excuse me. That's why I moved to Houston. And plus, I can, I'm like saving money here, staying with one of my homegirls, and I'm helping her with her mortgage, and then I'm helping myself by saving money. And I'm saving money with parking. But no, they didn't follow me home. I think that he was, because I was driving, I think he was in there was like a grassy park kind of area where I lived, and he was there. And when I realized what was going on, I texted one of my neighbors, and she was like, "Yeah, I saw him out there." And I'm like, "Okay, there was a reason why he came to my door and not her door. I won't talk about it, but yeah, he was very, yeah, there was a reason that he came to my door, and it wasn't because I'm looking like clown face." Anywho, so yeah, I'm here in this city that it's a city. Houston's a very unusual city. I see a lot of gentrification taking place here, which she has a man. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. I think because I was chocolate, so he felt safer coming to me than to her. Please read between those lines of what I just said. Um, so Houston is really weird because, like I said, there's a lot of gentrification going on, which I've seen in a lot of cities. But what I'm seeing here is They're building. Got you. You understand? They they are knocking down, I guess, older homes, older, more mature homes, mature established neighborhoods, and they're building these really ugly. Um, they're really ugly. These tall, thin homes, like with no yard, no front yard. Girl, you from Houston? So you know about the little ugly houses that I'm talking about. These little skinny houses, they're like tall and like they're so close to each other. You can just extend your hand out and touch a neighbor. Hey neighbor, you can be holding hands. Those homes are just not desirable. Like I like a nice yard, your pool in the yard, some garden, some something. These little ugly houses, gosh, they're so ugly. You know little houses I'm talking about. If you've been here lately, and they're like dotted all around the city. So it's like there are pockets of established older homes, and then there's a pocket of the tall, ugly, skinny homes. So it's, I don't know, Houston is different. Yeah, it's different. And like, yeah, they look like condos, but they're so stinking close to each other. I'm like, I don't get it. I guess the builders and developers are making a ton of money here. Grand Evening and Houston. Yes. Okay, the third ward in the mark. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Hey, King. Happy Friday. Jared, hey, hey. Wow, there's 6 people here listening to me. Blah, blah, blah. This is so exciting. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to make sure that I can see everybody who's here. So I will make sure that when you are having a live, I will stop by and send some love with a thumb up and a share button, which is really what I've been doing a lot of lately. Because, like I said before, my last live when I was just laughing the entire time, which was so funny when I went back and I watched it. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. But it seems like at this moment, the only time I really have downtime, oh my gosh, there are 8 people here. Oh my gosh, that's the most people I've ever had watching me live. Hi, 8 people. Okay, it went down to 7. That was so sad. It was 8 for that second, though. I appreciate it. Um, so, no, it's like, it seems like I only have like really downtime to do this when I'm like, in uniform and dealing with the whole flight thing. But I really want to talk about some other things that are going on. Um, I did some gardening for the past few days. My friend whose home I'm staying with, staying at. Did I say that right? Okay, she's got nothing in her backyard, so I've been planting some things, and I got some delicious squash. I'm hoping this squash turns out nice. So I planted tomatoes and squash and zucchini squash, and it's really interesting little. It's not a crookhead. Um, what's that? Summer squash. It's a little summer squash that looks like a what do you call it? A lemon. So I want to see how that turns out. So I'm really just trying to make the best of it and turn all of my lemons of being here in Houston into some lemonade or some, I don't know, something delicious with lemon. Something. Anybody have any big plans for this weekend? I was hoping that, I guess there's like a rodeo thing here in Houston, which is a big deal. I was hoping that I could go next week, but the handsome Uber driver Eddie, he said it ends this week. So I guess I'm going to have to wait until next year to see the rodeo. Yeah. So, yeah, there are a lot of people here waiting. because there are flight delays. Once again, um, I said this before, if your flight is ever delayed, like don't fuss at the gate agent, she can't fix it. You know, do a backtrack and find out the location of your airplane or to see if the crew is even here in your city. That is. The rodeo was fun? Really? I mean, it's a rodeo with horses? That's fun? I don't know. You've been planting some lettuce, but I think I put too many in one place. So wait, as it's growing, can't you just cut it, trim it down as it's growing to thin it out? Or I've never grown lettuce, so I don't know if it's gonna. Does it bunch up or I don't know. Maybe when I come back, I'll grow some. I'll plant some. It's funny. So I like I said, I'm probably not going to be called to work, but I might for one day. I'm staying with another friend who, you know, to me, that's my home. She doesn't have anything that's growing, so I brought some navy bean seeds with me, and I brought some tomato seeds. I'm going to plant that in her backyard. I'm going to give myself a project to do. So, oh, something's going on. We are still waiting for our next call. Okay. Wait a second. You know what? I just learned what the word germinate means. I had to ask Alexa because I'm like, okay, everybody says germinate, germinate. So that's when the seed goes from being a seed into it's got like a little root, right? I think Alexa said something like that. So, anyway, it is 4:30 where I currently am. I do not want to hold everyone up. I appreciate you all for stopping by. And I'll be here for the next 2 hours. So if anybody's going live, I will fly by and share some love. I do not want to throw it out and we will cut and come back. I think that's the best thing, you know, the ability to cut it and it grows back. So, all right, so I'm getting out of here. And like I was saying, if anybody is going live, I'll be there. Love you all. Thank you. Bye. Oh wait, it lasts for 3 weeks. It's the biggest event in the country. Lots of food. Wait, are you in Houston? Wait, are you in Houston? Oh my gosh. Okay, you just. Oh, you're here in Houston. Okay, you're in Houston. Please, I need friends in Houston. Can we hook up somewhere? I mean, I need friends. That's all I can say. I need friends here in Houston. So I'm stalling right now. I'm like waiting to hear if you say that you do in fact live in Houston. Bye for now. Okay, we'll talk later. Love you all. Mwah, smooches.